The solution is right in front of our eyes. Get up, do something, MHC on the rise. Think positive. Oh, we gotta stay positive. Yeah, yeah. We can learn to love each other. Like my sister and my brother. Mhc on the rise.
Good evening, Martinsville and Henry County. Welcome to MHC on the Rise, where it's our goal to create positive conversation and find solutions to the issues that impact Martinsville and Henry County. And tonight I have a young man on this show that I've had the pleasure to meet and actually attend some meetings with him, and just think he's an outstanding person, and he field that he's in, it really takes a dedicated person, but we're going to get into that in our conversation. But I want him to introduce himself first.
My name is Ricky Holliday. Basically, that's it. I'm a volunteer paramedic for the Axton Life Saving Crew. I've been in Axton for 30 years.
And you say Ricky Holliday, but if
Doc
you ask
Holliday.
your friends, they would say, "Who is Ricky?"
Yeah, they have done that.
But when you say Doc Holliday,
Everybody knows who I
everybody
am.
knows who Doc is, and I would be wrong if I didn't ask, how do you get that nickname, Doc Holliday?
Well, I get one time or another, everybody named Holliday has been called Doc.
Okay.
But my attire in grade school and high school was cowboy boots and a western shirt.
And that's where you got the name Doc Holliday.
I've been called that ever since.
Okay, awesome. And it was kind of funny as I was preparing for the show. All I knew was Doc until I got your email and it said Ricky. I said, okay, now I know it's his first name. But want to talk about, right now you work with the volunteer with the Axton Life Saving Crew. Talk a little bit about how long have you been a part of the Axton Life Saving Crew?
Well, I've been a part of EMS for 29 years. And it's going on 17 years at Axton.
Okay, and 29 years total?
29 years total. 3 years with the Axton Life Saving Crew, 10 years with the Martinsville Henry County Rescue, and then 17 years at Axton.
And what is it that has kept you in this emergency field as a volunteer for so long?
It's in the heart. You have got to want to do it. You've got to want to help. And you take pride in what you do. There's no better feeling than somebody looking up and say, thank you.
Yeah, and I'm sure you get that quite often when you get called out to different calls. And
sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, but it's the feeling you've made a difference.
Absolutely, and that's why we get into these volunteer jobs. And what exactly is your role with the Axton Life Saving Crew?
Well, this time I'm a volunteer paramedic. CPR first aid instructor, and I try to help out each team. We're divided up into teams. We only have 2 paramedics, me and Scotty Cundiff, and we try to help out each other team that needs advanced life support.
And what exactly, when you say paramedic, I'm getting familiar with some of the terminology. What exactly does paramedic mean?
It means you started out as an EMT, you went to an EMT enhanced level, you went to an EMT intermediate level, then you went to the paramedic level. It takes you 2 years to become paramedic.
Okay, and what do you have to do to graduate up to being a paramedic?
You have to familiarize yourself with 32 different medications. You have a test you have to take for the National Registry. You've got to be able to do a certain number of skills, start IVs, decompress somebody's chest to have it re-expand, endotracheally intubate somebody that's not breathing, somebody with a collapsed trachea can't breathe, you've got to insert a trachea through the throat. There's a number of skills that you have to be mastered of before you can become a paramedic.
Okay, and that's awesome. And what other certifications do you have, or what certifications do you have that go along with being a paramedic?
That I currently own,
yes,
or not having
or that you have had in the past?
I wouldn't get that long.
Okay.
Currently, I got advanced cardiac life support, international trauma life support, pediatric advanced life support, advanced medical life support, and geriatrics for emergency medical services. I have to get those 5 every year or every 3 years to stay a paramedic.
Okay.
I have to have that much training. Then I've got the EVOC, Emergency Vehicle Operators course, Firefighter 1, Firefighter 2, Advanced Open Water Scuba Diver, Underwater Search and Recovery, Repelling. That's all I'm currently certified as.
So you really do love what you do.
Yes.
And that's awesome. And I was going to ask you, you mentioned about, some of the certifications. Do you offer these to local organizations, or do you do training? You're a trainer?
I teach CPR and first aid. We're offering it to fire, rescue, or police. And we will offer to others that set the courses up with me or Anthony. We do charge the general public or businesses, but do not charge rescue squads, we do not charge police, do not charge fire departments, and I will not charge the church.
And before we came on, we talked about why it's beneficial for like churches or organizations, businesses. I know I work in the school system, and in ministry, you have to have so many people in that building who are certified in CPR and diabetes and other, areas. Why is it important, say, in church? Why is it important for churches to have people trained?
In church, you can get very excited. And somebody with a heart problem or heart disease, they can have a cardiac arrest. Having somebody trained with CPR starting right when they went out is the difference between life and death. You only have a few minutes before the brain starts dying and you cannot bring them back. But having CPR started right then, that's the key to starting bringing them back.
And so if churches were interested, how would they get in touch with you or Anthony to, schedule a time to get people trained? I say churches, but businesses. I mean, you have small businesses that be good to have somebody who's trained as well.
Mm-hmm. Just call the Axton Life Saving Crew and leave a message for Anthony or myself. And we'd be glad to get back with you.
Awesome, because it's, it seems like we're having so many odd things or natural things, I guess, that are happening, and we need to make sure we're prepared.
Yes, you can have a genetical defect in your heart and not realize it till it quits working. Mm-hmm. And then the doctor tells you, well, they died of a natural cause. You could have somebody that what's just called sudden cardiac death just falls out. But getting CPR started, soon as it's recognized that that person's not breathing and does not have a heartbeat, that right there is the key to saving somebody. I have no greater feeling than getting on the scene of somebody that's in cardiac arrest and seeing somebody doing CPR.
And then that's good. So hopefully some people will, take you all up on it. And if not you all, I mean, there are
others in the area called Henry County Public Safety, say that my organization, my church, my this needs CPR, and they'll contact one of their CPR instructors and have them get back in touch with them.
And I guess another thing, and I've, I guess through some meetings I've had, learned this, if people are having events, I mean, can they actually request that Life Emergency Crew is on hand, or is that a service that you provide to certain groups?
Usually you provide it for the service area that you cover.
Okay.
We've got Philo Collins, so you got Ridgeway, Horse Pasture, Bassett. If you've got something going on and you like to have something standby, contact the rescue squad that's nearest to you, and I'm sure they'll work out something.
Absolutely. And talk about the daily life. What's the daily life of, if it's your job, I mean, you have to go in from, as they would say, 9 to 5, you have to work, but it's volunteer work. So how do you schedule, and what's the daily life of an emergency worker?
Well, my wife's on the board, so she knows pretty much about it.
Okay.
But I've been doing this 29 years, been married 36 years, so she's pretty much knows that if my radio goes off, I'm going to leave the house.
Okay.
We get to the building, we have 4 trucks. We check the trucks to make sure everything's on the truck, everything's within date. We check to make sure the engine's running good, make sure all the lights work, so when we respond to a call that we know everything on that truck is in date, everything's where it's supposed to be, the lights work, and we can make a run with it. Then after that, each day we have certain areas of the building to clean up. Now it gets dirty, and we've broken it down into sections that on this day, there's certain areas that we must clean and keep running good.
So you're at the dinner table, Wife's cooking big dinner, anniversary, you're enjoying the meal, you get the call. What happens?
Ask her. I've left birthday parties, I've left Christmas dinners, I've left restaurants, I've got out of bed in the middle of the night, I have left dinners at the house. If the call is for advanced life support and they have a basic life support crew and I know it's in my area, I hear it, I get up and run.
And that's part of your passion and commitment for the work that you do.
Yeah.
And the wife understands.
Yes.
That's good. And I'm sure it takes an understanding person to be married to someone who is on call pretty much 24/7.
Oh yes, yes. I got my son into it.
Okay.
He's now a paramedic.
Awesome.
He volunteers with the city of Martinsville paid EMS staff. He's a volunteer there, but he's also a Virginia State Trooper.
Okay.
And Virginia State Police are working with him so he can get the hours to keep his paramedic certification.
Okay, so this is kind of a family thing for you, your wife, your son.
Oh yes, he and I work good on the back of the truck. We wouldn't say a word to each other. We'd just hold our hand out, and whatever I needed, he'd hand me, or he'd hold his, and whatever he needed, I'd hand him.
Okay. All right. You know, and you mentioned about checking the trucks. Is that like a daily? Do you have to check the trucks daily, or is it just when you get ready to make a run?
No, that's done daily. We have 4 vehicles. We check all 4 vehicles on a daily basis.
Okay. And the building itself, what's like, you know, the trucks and keeping it clean? I guess, do you have to sometimes stay there, or is that just, you just kind of come when you make a call, have a call?
I live 3 miles from the station.
Okay, okay.
There are some that stay overnight. There are some that stay late in the evening. But daytime, like I said, I live 3 miles from the station.
Okay.
I'm there in 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay, so you're always somewhere nearby.
I'm close. I'm close.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and talk more about, you know, your role as an emergency worker and, you know, challenging parts of it, the most rewarding part of it, and just, you know, then encourage some people to come out and volunteer. I mean, anytime you can help and help your community, you always want to get involved. So we're going to give you a chance to sail the Axton Life Saving Crew when we come back.
All right.
Martinsville, Henry County, we'll be back in a couple minutes.
The solution is right in front of our eyes. Get up, do something. MHC on the rise. Think positive. Oh, we gotta stay positive. Yeah, yeah. We can learn to love each other. Like my sister and my brother. MHC on the rise.
Family Pharmacy in Stewart is now open, proudly serving the residents of Patrick County.
We'd like to invite you to come visit us and get all your prescription needs and healthcare needs filled here. We save you money on your prescriptions. We offer free delivery. We offer a family atmosphere, and we treat you like family.
Family Pharmacy in Stewart is located at 301 South Main Street, 276-694-4586.
Come see us today.
Dr. Jones and Deshawn Orthodontics, the largest provider of digitally scanned Invisalign in the western half of Virginia. Now that is something worth smiling about.
There are many reasons to choose Monroe Muffler Break-In Service for all of your car's maintenance, repair, and tire needs. We work on your schedule with convenient evening, Saturday, and even Sunday hours. We've earned our customers' trust with over 50 years of guaranteed quality service. And one more popular reason is Monroe's Oil Change and More for only $19.99. Plus, we'll rotate your tires, check tire pressure, and inspect your brakes for free. Trust Monroe to keep your car and your family safe. For dealer quality service for less, it's Monroe Muffler Break-In Service.
come on down to Los Norteños right next to the Dutch Inn. Great food, great prices, and you're always guaranteed to have a good time. So come on down to Los Norteños next to the Dutch Inn.
The all-new Blue Ridge Nissan in Martinsville is different. How, you ask? The best price is clearly marked on every vehicle in stock. There's no haggling, no hassle, no negotiating. That's right, our sales team will help you pick the car that's right for you, not the deal that's right for us. Plus, with our guaranteed credit approval system, you'll drive home today in your new car. It's car buying made easy. Only at Blue Ridge Nissan in Martinsville, across from the Speedway on Greensboro Road, or visit us at theblueridgeway.com.
The solution is right in front of our eyes. Get up, do something. MHC on the rise. Think positive. Oh, we gotta stay positive. Yeah, yeah. We can learn to love each other. Like my sister and my brother. Mhc on the rise.
Welcome back, Martinsville and Henry County. I'm here with Doc Holliday, and we spent the first half of the show talking about his certifications and his career as a volunteer EMS worker, paramedic, and anything else that you can do as an EMS worker. But I want to ask him, what is the most rewarding part of being a volunteer, and then a volunteer for the Axton Life Saving Crew?
Having somebody look up at you and say thank you. That's it in a nutshell.
That's it in a nutshell. And then what's the most challenging part?
Ooh. I could give you so many different things.
Yeah.
The most challenging part is taking part into something that you haven't done for a while, whether it be cutting somebody out of a car, a cardiac arrest, a gunshot, somebody that has been beaten. They all got their challenge to it.
Mm-hmm. And when you get to these things, when you hear the call, you've given, I'm sure, some description of what's going on, what is taking place. Mm-hmm. Is there ever a scene, or has there ever been a scene that you got to and you kind of felt like you were overwhelmed, or didn't know how to respond, or didn't know what to do, or you felt so bad for the victim? Or
I feel bad for the victim all the time, but as far as getting to the scene that I felt overwhelmed, no, I haven't. I keep my training up to date, and I go over in my head. I'll sit and talk to myself about, all right, what would this happen? What would I do? What would this be? That's where our training comes into, where we have to recertify in the different areas of the training. That's where it comes into handy.
And you also talked about, and I hope it's okay, you talked about sometimes you've had people that you've actually had some conversations with.
Oh yes, at the back of the ambulance, I've talked to all my patients, trying to help ease the pain they're going through by having them call back and forth to me. I'll ask them about their day. I have witnessed in the back of my ambulance. I've had nobody turn me down to listen to me. But taking somebody's mind off of what's going on, you're starting an IV, you got to stick them in a needle in the arm, and you're talking to them about something totally out of the world, and it does make a difference. It helps.
And I'd imagine, especially somebody's life, or because if you're in the back of an ambulance, you really don't know. It may be something minor, but you're still fearful of what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. But to have somebody who has faith in a higher being, I'm sure that's comforting, to those that you're working with.
It would be for me.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm sure it is. And I guess when you're having those conversations, what kind of reactions do you get from your patients?
Sometimes I get funny looks like, what are you talking to me about this for? You're doing this. I have had people that hadn't been to church in a while, like to hear what I was saying, bless me for it. And I just use whatever I can to take their mind off of what's going on and what I'm doing. A lot of times that helps.
Yeah, and as much as you love what you do, I know you also want people to be safe.
Yes.
And just want to, ask you to give a few summer safety tips. I mean, there's a lot that goes on in the summer. Talk about the different things.
It is. One of the things, you're out in the heat, drink a lot of water. You got these sports drinks, you got Gatorade, you get all these drinks. While you're outside in the heat, drink plenty of water. When you come inside or go sit in the shade, that's when your sport drink comes in handy. But not while you're out there. Nothing takes the place of plain, ordinary water. Watch where you're going when you're driving. It's the summer, people are on vacation. They don't pay attention half the time. They listen to music, talk to the people in the car, and that's where we have a lot of accidents happen. I know they've got a lot of areas down here that we've got new stoplights, new traffic lights, new working on the road. They got new patterns. Be sure you stay positively looking at the road if you're the driver. You can talk, but don't take your eyes off the road just to turn and look at somebody behind you, because you're never going to happen with that split second. That's all it takes. Mm-hmm. Somebody trying to beat the. I've seen people slow down for a green light, but speed up for a yellow light.
Yeah, you may have been behind me a couple times. The water. I'm not drinking water, but when people are out and about, fishing and swimming and water activities, what's some safety tips that you'd offer there?
If you're out in the water, you need to be a good swimmer. If you're on a boat, even good swimmers need a life jacket. Any of the game and inland fisheries, they'll tell you if you're out on a boat, it's best to wear a life jacket. You are supposed to have a life jacket for everybody on that boat. Young kids, I don't care if they are good swimmers, they need a life jacket.
And then I guess the other thing would be people always doing physical activities and sports, and then include in that, or after that, the elderly. My mom does a lot of stuff outside. She's outside all day long. She's 76 years old. Let's talk about the sporting events first and talk about for the elderly.
The sporting events, the coaches play a good part in keeping them hydrated. After you have got out in the hot, your muscles stretch out. You can break a bone easily. You can stretch a muscle out, but nothing beats water. Doctors will tell you that you have to stay hydrated. You sweat a lot. You lose a lot of fluids. You can pass out from fluid loss. And water, it's the best thing to do to rehydrate you.
Yeah. And then, like I said, the elderly. Yeah.
You're not going to tell a lot of the elderly people not to do this or that. But if you go outside, wear a hat, take
Are you listening, Virginia Dillard?
Take plenty of water, take breaks. You don't have to do it all at one time. Do some, take a break, sit down, drink your thing of water, then go back out. Do not go out in the hottest part of the day. You got early in the mornings, go inside and do something during the afternoon, and late in the evenings when it's cooler. Don't stay out in the hottest part of the day. I don't like cutting people out of cars in the hottest part of the day. Yeah. It just takes its toll on the body.
It does, and and I've seen lately where some of these kids are having, I guess, sporting events, and they're fine when they leave, but they're coming home and they're having, I saw where one kid, I guess, was in the pool, but he actually drowned in his sleep. I saw where a kid, was playing football, and this was last year, but went home, went to sleep, and, died in his sleep. I mean, are there any symptoms or signs that parents should look for after their kids have been outside having these physical activities?
Yeah. No, the person can get dehydrated and go to sleep, and the body needs the fluid, and you can't put it in. But as far as signs and symptoms, as you can see, I don't know of any.
Okay.
Somebody with an MD behind his name answer that question.
Gotcha. And we've talked about Doc Holliday, member of Axton Life Saving Crew, paramedic. Tell me who Doc Holliday is outside of all of that.
I'm Papa.
Papa.
To a 2.5-year-old girl, just as gorgeous as she can be.
Okay.
They live up near Westlake. And I go up during the week, keep her while my son and my daughter are both working. He's a state trooper and she works at the hospital. So I'll mess with her. I collect Boy Scout patches. I've been in the Scouts since since 68. My patches go back into the 40s.
Wow.
I love shooting a bow and arrow. I was ranked 14th at the state at one time. And pretty much that and around the house is it.
Okay. And then I want you to take 30 seconds and tell me why the Axton Life Saving Crew is so special to you and to the Axton community.
With Axton community built the Axton Life Saving Crew. It was through their donations that that building was built and paid for. We owe nothing at that building.
Wow.
And that was after 3 years the building was paid for.
That's awesome.
And Axton's my home.
Awesome.
I'd get out of EMS after 30 years, but I've got neighbors that grandpa's sugar's off, or grandpa fell out of bed, or mom's not looking good. Can you come out and check her out? You know, if 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm already telling them no.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't do that.
No, you can't, and you are, I can tell just in talking to you, you have that passion, that commitment, and that's what it takes. And I'm from Axton. I live in Axton. I want to thank you for your service, your time with the Axton Life Saving Crew, and hopefully the community will listen. We can get some volunteers to come out, and if for no other reason, you get a chance to work with Doc Holliday. Martinsville, Henry County. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Let's continue to do the things that keep MHC on the rise.
The solution is right in front of our eyes. Get up, do something, MHC on the rise. Think positive. Oh, we gotta stay positive. Yeah. We can learn to love each other. Like my sister and my brother. MHC on the rise.
Martinsville Family Dentistry. We're not your typical dentist office. With over 100 combined years of experience and 3 dentists to choose from at our facility, we can make most appointments same day. No more waiting lists. No more inconvenient appointment times. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff would love to meet you. So what are you waiting for? New patients are welcome. So call Martinsville Family Dentistry at 632-6219. Sign up for pharmacy text alerts today. It's a simple, easy way to refill your prescription. Simply go online and register at www.refillrx.com or download the app to your smartphone. Getting your prescriptions just got easier at Family Pharmacy in Stanleytown, serving our community since 1996.
The all-new Blue Ridge Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Martinsville is different. How, you ask? The best price is clearly marked on every vehicle in stock. There's no haggling, no hassle, no negotiating. That's right, our sales team will help you pick the car that's right for you, not the deal that's right for us. Plus, with our guaranteed credit approval system, you'll drive home today in your new car during the Drive and Discover event. Only at the all-new Blue Ridge Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Martinsville. Cross from the Speedway on Greensboro Road or visit us at theblueridgeway.com.
Reasons to choose Quality Inn Dutch Inn. Newly renovated banquet rooms, affordable catering, hotel, restaurant, and lounge all at one facility. Call now and make reservations for our banquet room for birthdays, anniversaries, family reunions, weddings, retirement parties, weekly business meetings, and more. The Dutch Inn Lunch Buffet, Monday through Friday from 11 till 2. Don't forget about the Build Your Own Omelet Bar every Saturday and Sunday morning. Dutch Inn, 2360 Virginia Avenue. Reservation 647-3721. You're watching BTW 21, your neighborhood network, the pride of Martinsville.
Hi, my name is Ronald Bennett.
Hi, I'm Jordan Bailey.
Hello, my name is Stan Legas.
And welcome to Family Pharmacy. We're located on 58 West outside of Danville at the Brownsville Station. Over the past 3 years, I'd like to thank you for your business and your support. And in the next years to come, we look forward to helping you and serving you in the future. Please stop by and let us take care of all your pharmacy needs, or you can give us a call at 434-685-1509.
My family and I and our staff would like to say thank you for the last 20 years of being able to serve you. If you're having any back problems, neck problems, headaches, we'd like to help you. I'm here Monday through Friday to serve you. Give our office a call. 632-3334. If you're ready to stop the pain, call Hill Chiropractic Center, 1141 Memorial Boulevard.
Yeah, I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Hold on.
The all-new Blue Ridge Nissan in Martinsville is different. How, you ask? The best price is clearly marked on every vehicle in stock. There's no haggling, no hassle, no negotiating. That's right, our sales team will help you pick the car that's right for you, not the deal that's right for us. Plus, with our guaranteed credit approval system, you'll drive home today in your new car. It's car buying made easy. Only at Blue Ridge Nissan in Martinsville, across from the Speedway on Greensboro Road, or visit us at theblueridgeway.com.